are on. Welcome back to Satisfactory. We got episode 47 today. Oh, that was an aggressive sip. When I turned this on, I was standing right about here. And maybe it's just because I'm used to, because we've been doing a lot of Icarus lately, but I was just like, man, this is pretty cool. Like, it's pretty, like, the scope of it is all just, it's like, you come over to this thing and you're like, man, that thing's pretty big. And you like, walk over here and you're like, man, that thing's huge. Like the big giant mushroom thing in the back. I don't know. I feel like I've just been playing a lot of Icarus, so like, I don't know, I just loaded it in and I was like, man, that's cool. Like the big planets in the background, and stuff. And anyways, so we're on episode 47 of Satisfactory today, and I think it's going to be a fun one. I didn't really take any notes down, but I've just ran around and I set up I set up some of the stuffs, right? So our import export, I didn't plug anything in. What I did do was I kind of just went around and I named all the ports, and I went over the destinations, so that way we can kind of show up at them. We can plug some stuff in, we can plug them in, and we should be pretty good. I feel like that's kind of a good middle balance between like learning where all this crap is coming from, plus not being like too boring. But I do want to show everybody, like, everything coming in, because it's kind of, I feel like this fuel right here is almost like a little bit of a culmination of everything we've done, because we've got crap coming in from just about everywhere to make this loop of stuff happen, which I hope works out. But yeah, that'll be today's episode. That's the goal. I want to finish up with this machine. No. That machine pooping out ionized fuel, sending it back here, and we're gonna send it home. Once we get there, that's the goal for today. Before we get going, the Q Korean. Oh well, actually, I should say thank you for all the support. It's been awesome. Obviously, this has been a really fun series. Kind of an eye opener for these type of games. I'm definitely gonna be playing more of these type of games. I really like these and survival games. I feel like I hope they just keep releasing stuff like this, because this has been awesome. And again, thank you for all the support. I know there was two. No, never mind. That was an Icarus. But so there was an episode of Icarus where I don't know why, but I don't know if I didn't get the notifications or if I accidentally went over it, but I didn't get back to people until just now. And that was it was only like 3 days ago. But so just as a reminder, if I don't get back to you, it's not that I hated your message. It's just I might not have seen it, because I get a lot nowadays, which is cool and I really enjoy it. But just so you know, just shoot it to me again. If you don't hear from me within 5 days, let's have that be the limit. Shoot it to me again, because that means I missed it. All right, Q-creant, the question to create interaction. That's Q-C-R-E-I-N-T for some of you, Zelda, who don't know how to spell it. Today, let's go with the weather, because the weather's getting kind of nicer. What's your favorite weather? So now, I'll tell you mine. So obviously, I like warm, sunny days, because I like being outside and I like doing stuff. I'm a warm weather guy. But I will also throw out, and I mean, that's kind of standard. So I will throw out there like a summer or early evening, late evening, so like sun's kind of going down around that time-ish. So summer, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock, and like a nice storm rolling in. Not like a twister storm, like where it's like we got cows flying through the air and all that. But just a nice thunderstorm during the summer. I really like that. I love that. That's just the smells and the feel, and it's just great. So what's your favorite weather system? So that's our question that has nothing to do with what we're about to do right meow. So let's get started. We did finish off, and we're going to go step by step here. It'll probably be 2 major steps, and then plugging everything in here. So we're not going to start there. We're going to start with the aluminum, being that we kind of finished off last episode with that. So let's go there. And here's how I kind of have this set up. So I got the fuel guy in the middle. We are going to have this be our imports. So this one's not going to have a drone. And I'm going to drone stuff from here from a couple different places. I'm at that point now where I'm trying to use these for like multiple purposes if I can. Here's our export. So this is where we're going to eventually be sending fuel out to. Okay, so first what I need to do is I need to turn this bad boy on. So this is our fuel destination, same setup that we've always done. He's going to go to the drone fuel depot, and he's in charge of just fueling up the whole operation here. He should be set to go. I did actually throw a wall up here because I got a lot of confidence that this is actually going to work. I hope. All right, so let's look at you. Yep, I already put some batteries in there. He is getting ready to take off, so he should come back. And then we already got our fuel set up, so he is going to make sure we're plugged in the right one. So yep, fuel should come out of here. And then we've got our splitter right there. So that'll split fuel going this way, which will go into there. And I kind of just did these for this because I shouldn't need more ports. If I do, I'll have to put splitters in there. And then fuel is going to come into that one. Okay, so then we got our openings to bring stuff in. All right, so that should be good. Now, this one is this is our export. Yeah, because we want imports over here because this is like it's going to feed into there. So that's why I put imports on this side. All right, so this is our, and I put IO, so ionized fuel import. And then we're going to set the destination for this one from our other ports. Okay, so let's get this bad boy plugged in. And, I don't know, are you going to reach over this far? Probably not. It might. There we go. Okay. So now, when he comes back with some fuel, boop, he should fuel up this bad boy for us. Okay, so our IO import should be ready to go. No drone, no destination set. That's fine. Stuff is coming into here. Let's go do that. Yeah, so that'll be the episode. I really, I have everything like kind of set up. I just want to go to all the places and do the final bits. So I feel like that way everyone kind of gets like an appreciation, especially if you haven't been around, or even if you have been around. It'll kind of give you like an appreciation of just everything and where it's coming from to make this fuel, I hope. All right, so I've been over here already, and you can see I did do kind of our standardy setup here. I did do a double setup over there because these are going to both be exporting. So the difference again here beep, is, oh, I don't have our, did I not put a drone on here? I could have swore I did. Well, hold on then. So yeah, this will be some, there's going to be obviously parts that I'm just like, that I didn't do. What do we need? Yep, we need our portable miner here. Okay. So I got, like I said, I got a lot of it set up, but there's a lot, so I'm sure I missed a few parts like this. All right. So again, similar setup. We got our fuel here. So we're gonna do transport, put our drone in there, bingo, bango. And now this is, oh yeah, I didn't even set this one up. Aluminum fuel. Okay. And we are going to set him to our fuel depot, drone fuel depot. Okay, so very similar to like what we just saw. And then we should just need some power, and I did bring a stick over here. Little power stick. All right, he is taking off. He is getting fuel. He is going to bring back the fuel. Again, same setup, fuel himself, fuel all these. So this first one right here, I already have this one off and running because I didn't want to get everything backed up. So this is our one that we had going before. So he's taking these 2 bits of aluminum down to the train, training it back to us, okay? So that's already up and working. And you can see I did have a little bit of adjustment to all the splitters and whatnot here. So these are going to be sending those to the right. And then we got to set up our other ones yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fuel this bad boy. That one's already plugged in. That's kind of the end of the line, right? So we can sync stuff so it doesn't get backed up just in case we get a ton of something. Okay, now this, and let's see. So this is going to export over there, which means I'm going to need a drone for this one. Oh man, I should have made another thing right away, huh? Yep, I shoulda. Shoulda. So let's get our drone set up here. Then we can kind of plug everything in. And we should be sending our aluminum bits back. Yeah, stick. All right. So we've got our drone here, and let's put you in there. All right, so now this is the aluminum X port to the ionized fuel. So let's set that up. So this is going to go... All right, here we go. So not airfield, that's our main stuff. So ionized fuel import. That is where we're going to set this to go to. Bingo. Okay, you're taking off, even though you don't have anything. Very cool, buddy. All right, so he's going to go there. So now, let's get our line set up. So in the center here, we are going to want... I mean, we could just do any undefined. So let's do that. Any undefined and overflow, and that'll get our bottles going this way. And then what we'll do here is we got overflow and then empty fluid tanks. I'll have to change this if we get more crap going out this way, but I feel like we're at the point where we should. So, fluid tanks are coming in here. Any excess crap is going over there. That way our line doesn't get backed up. It shouldn't be a problem. We don't make stuff that fast that the drones and trains don't keep up, but just in case. All right, so now... Here we go. So we got all of our bottles. So we should just have to plug this bad boy in. And step 1 should be complete. Hopefully you're following along so far. This game's so fun, but man. I need to take like some ibuprofen after these games. Alright. Okay, so we're going through there. We're going in there. Very nice. Now what's going to happen is this drone, okay, it's docking way over there. What's the round trip? 2.5 minutes? Okay. A little over. So these are going to fill up. The next time that drone comes, it should be bringing bottles back over to the plant. So, let's go get those bad boys going. One thing I didn't think about too much is how I'm going to send stuff and where it's like going to go in here. I mean, I know where, but like I guess I kind of should have. Maybe I could have set those up, but that's okay. Well, look at the drone flying over there. Oh, this game's so cool. There's so much stuff going on. If like something broke down, I would have no idea where to go. Okay. So, right. So here's our imports. So now what we need to do is stuff is going to go in here. And then stuff is also got to go here. And stuff's got to go here. Okay, here's how we can do this. So this is where the fluid tanks have to get to. And I left some wall space. On purpose. So what I'm thinking is... That's not going to... This is our photon stuff. By the way, in the comments of the last one, I think Odin gave some really good explanations on the actual science of stuff. So now, let's get all this set up. Okay, so stuff that's going to come in here. Time crystals, quartz crystals. And then our other one's going to, like, come back around. So, let's do a smart, or a programmable splitter. Let's do it like right there. That's fine. Now, you, like I said, so coming out the center here, ooh. Actually, it's going to be center and left, isn't it? Change my mind. This is why I like setting this up ahead of time, because this is the part where it's just like, oh, no, nope, it's got to be that. Nope, it's got to be that. Okay. So, fuel. So I'm going to need another one there. Man. Sorry, I hope you don't... I don't know if you hear my phone going off. I got such a busy week this week that it's going to be crazy. Okay. Oh, here's the other thing I got to think about is when stuff gets backed up. We might just have to let her ride. And then... Oh, man. I don't have AI limiters on my... I'm going to have to go grab some AI limiters. Yes. Yes. AI limiters, we're going to need those because I'm going to need a splitter there to send stuff there and then go along the wall up to there. Yep. So, magic of editing. Here we go. All right. Went back, got some AI limiters. So now we have our left quartz center time. So that'll go out to there. Our right will be our turbo fuel and our fluid tanks, which come into here. And then from here, going to the left, we'll have our turbo fuel. And going to the center, we'll have our empty fluid tanks, which means I'm going to ride these bad boys along the wall here. Yeah, maybe just like right there. Let's see if this is going to work. We'll just probably use these for now. Do I want to elevate it a little bit? Sure, why not? Alright, and then right now. And then you should be able to go under here. And we'll just wrap you around right there. Okay. So we should have our empty fluid tanks going here. Very nice. Stuff's gonna get backed up. I know it is. Like, I already have a bunch of those in here. This line's gonna get backed up. I'll probably just have to grab some stuff and put it into a sink, like, temporarily. See how, like, this is already full? And he's coming with more, so... We're gonna have a full line of that stuff, but that's okay. I just want to get everything over here, get it out of here. You know, like, get it out here and see how it's gonna work. Let's do... I guess let's just do that for now. I'll, like, straighten the crap out later. Alright, okay, so there's our bottles. Yep. And then center will go... Can I make this look nice? Okay, it's not too bad. And then we'll have one going this way. Okay, and that should be all of our bottles. Yeah, see how, like, this is going to get backed up? I'm going to have so many dang bottles, I'm not going to know what to do with them. That's okay. Let's get everything over here. Yeah, see, it's already, like, backed up. What I could do for now is, let's see. And again, this is just going to be a little temporary setup. I'm going to probably move this around later. But let's just get, like, a sink going right there. That way we can get stuff over here, and it should kind of flow smooth with us then. Okay. And then this will just be our right. We'll just have some overflow. So if we have overflow, that should take care of that. All right. Because we got plenty of bottles to get going, plus some will come in, so that should be good. All right. Step one complete. Now... You know what I do want to look at? Can I look at these to show what power I have? Are these the same as a... No, they're not. Okay. I'm just kind of curious to what power we are running at right now. This whole setup's going to take a couple thousand. We're at 16. Okay. So that should be pretty consistent. Okay, so we should be okay. I'm going to have to keep an eye on it, though. Ah, my leg. All right. Now, let's go back. And now we're going to go over to the main plant. And we have to get time crystals, quartz crystals, and our fuel here. Time crystals, I have a pretty good idea of how I'm going to do. The other ones, maybe we'll set up first, because time crystals I kind of already did. So let's go... Yeah, look at these. These are still just... flying in here. Well, because we have that, I guess we had that whole big box just, like, gathering those while we were doing other stuff. All right. I'm liking that. Now let's go back and let's do kind of some of the other, the three things that we need to get over here from the main plant. And then that'll be pretty good, right? I think. So this is where these bypasses are going to come in pretty handy. Man, this one's going to be kind of a pain in the butt. I should have maybe... God, should have maybe got this set up already. Because what do I have up here? I got mergers, bringing everything together. That's a merger. Yeah, this up here is kind of a nightmare right now because I just have all sorts of stuff just kind of going everywhere. So here is our quartz crystal. So we need to get this into the line, which, let me see here. Where are you all going right now? I might move, I think I might move this over a little bit. So let's see, how do we want to do this? Because this is doing, what is this sending right now? Oh, do we already have quartz crystal going in? Oh, we do. Ah, okay. So never mind, we're all right. Oh, yep, I gotta probably drink some water and stuff. Okay, let's see, where is it? Where is it going? So right now our quartz crystal, like, look at this is crazy. So that should be going out to the right. Yep, it is. Okay. And then so quartz crystal would be going through our bypass already. And so this might be actually a little easier than I thought. Which means we might have to increase our quartz crystal output. Where are we going here? Okay. So there must be something down here. Yep, I just saw some. Requiring our quartz crystal. Oh, you know what? I think I remember. It's, watch out for trains. I think it's over here, kind of far right, if I remember right. Computers. There we go. Oh, no, that's crystal oscillator. Quartz crystal. There we go. Okay, so... well, this won't be so bad. So we already got a bunch going there, and I hopefully future-proofed this so that we have, yes, I did, quartz crystal right there, and that means it's going to come around here. Oh, don't die. That would be horrific. I can't tell you the last time I died in this. So that means our quartz crystal, yep, so right now we're getting it into the right output, so we're going to want to change that. So this shouldn't be too bad. So let's get... here's our merger. I'll go over that in a second. I know this is a lot. All right, so our center output. So what we want is we're now going to use this one. Right? This is our airfield. This is ionized export. All right, we're not going anywhere. I will set that once we start getting a couple things over here. But let's get our splitters set up for what's all going to be going over here. So once we get to here, now in the center, we are going to add our turbo fuel. Yep, turbo fuel, package turbo fuel. Okay, we're going to add our quartz crystal. Yep, and we are going to add, I can never remember what this thing's called. I know it's like a third of the way down. Our fluid tank. Okay. So those three, they're going to get out to there. And then once we get to here, now we got to add them in here again, which is what? Quartz crystal. And our time crystal. And our... I'm going to go fluid tank. Okay. So now those three are going out this way. And then finally, they're going to be added here. So let's do this for the third time. And time crystal. feel like you get the idea now what we're doing. And fluid tanks. Okay, so those are going to be going into there. All right, and this part is set up so that we can start shooting stuff into there. So quartz crystals, all I got to do is change this part. Time crystals are down here already. I kind of did that a little bit. Let's go look at those fluid tanks, or the packaged turbo fuel, sorry. The packaged turbo fuel is something I did not touch yet. So let's go see what we need to do to get that going. So this is going to shoot from our bottom area. So this will be a little bit more of a path that we got to take to get this stuff going. Let's take a look-see here. So if we go down to our beautiful logistics floor, what do we got here now? Smart splitter. We got mergers. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out the way that I set this up. Okay, so that'll go that way, that way, that way, that way. All right, so I should just have to come down here, add turbo fuel to that, and it'll go out to the main line. So let's go make sure that it's got the proper path before we start shooting stuff over there. Oh man, so fun, huh? All right, so that crap's gonna come out of here. It's gonna go into here, right? It's gonna stay here. Now, we're gonna want it to keep, do I want it to? Yes, I do. So any undefined actually is gonna be fine. So we're gonna keep that there. Just make sure we don't have any, man, look at this, this is crazy. I'm sure there's a way easier way to do this, but you know, this is what we went with. All right, so that's gonna merge back up here. It's going through our bypass, right? It's getting into our bypass line. Nothing here should bother it. And then once we get over to here, it should be fine. Yep, so it'll go straight that way. So we should just have to add our crystal and our turbo fuel over here. All right. Let's do that, and then I think we're going to be pretty good. We'll have to swing back up there again, but that's okay. All right. Okay, so quartz crystal. We're going to add that here. Bingo. Now, when we get quartz crystal, it should come out. It'll go left, and then it'll also come here. And then what we're going to want to do is take it off of here, and we're going to add it to here. Should have added it first in case any comes through. That's going to be annoying. Quartz crystal. All right. Good. I hope I didn't just shoot any that way. That's going to be annoying if I did. Let me just go double check that. So what'll happen is it'll back me up. Or will it? No, it won't. Okay, I got any undefined there. Oh man, all these safety measures, they come through. Coming through in the clutch. All right. So now, once our turbo fuel comes all the way down to here, we're going to want it to go out the center. Turbo fuel, quartz crystal, bingo, bingo. That should be going through there now. Quartz crystal is going to start getting loaded up. All right. We don't have a ton getting in there yet, but I don't want stuff to get backed up. So let's start sending this drone. Okay. Now he is going to go to the ionized fuel import. Port. Okay, so this is the main thing that's exporting, and it's going to the ionized fuel import. Now I just got to connect this to something. Where do I have some power? Need those better walls and whatnot. All right, there we go. Fuel is in there. You are taking off. Now let's get our other things kind of humming along. How am I looking on time crystals? Time crystals, are they pretty full? They are, okay. So what's going to happen is now we're going to shoot our time crystals. So they're going to the right. Now they're also going to go to the left. So this programmable splitter, all this stuff's getting imported, but if I need something to get exported, that's what this new line is for. So over here, we're also going to add time crystals. If you're not following along with this, I don't blame you. The big thing is we're just going to make sure it all works in the end. But now our time crystals should get merged into here. Right, and we're already sending them. Did I add them in here yet? No, I did not. Okay. Hold on. Time crystals. I'll put them in here. They're not. Right. Oh, wait. Oh, I put in fluid tank. I'm so stupid. Okay, time crystal. My bad. Everyone was probably just freaking out. So it's not going to be the fluid tank here. It's going to be the turbo fuel. So this is where my brain just starts to lose it. There's so much going on. That's why I got to like check and double check so many things. And then again, this is not that, but it's going to be... So I hope I probably confused the crap out of everybody there. Or if you were following along, you were probably yelling at me, but sorry about that. So our quartz crystal, time crystal, packaged turbo fuel now is what should be going through here. All right, I think we're all fixed. Sorry about that. Sometimes the brain does not want to follow along these 8 million steps that we're doing. All right, so everything should be coming down here. Just double check one more time. I didn't put the wrong crap in up here. Okay, so we're good there. Now, I should be able to run back here, and then we should just be able to activate that turbo fuel. And we should start sending it over. Holy buckets. Kind of like I said, this is the... I kind of look at this as like the culmination of everything, because it's got stuff coming in from everywhere, going out from everywhere, and if it works, it should make us the best fuel in the game. Now let me see here. Okay, so out the right output now, we're going to add our turbo fuel here. And the way we have this set up, so now it'll go left and right, merge into the main line. Once we get some in, and we should be golden. Now, when I say that, all right. So everything should be working over here. So now we're gonna go back to the. We'll go back to the ionized fuel setup, and we're gonna start plugging stuff in. And if I didn't mess up something too bad, we should be pretty good here. Well, what I'll do is we'll probably get over there. We'll probably plug some stuff in, and then there might be a cut once some stuff starts coming in and balancing itself out. Then I'll probably bring everybody back and we'll just make sure that we're working. But we do have a sizable amount of stuff to plug in over here to get stuff really up and running. So let's get that going. All right. Okay. So we're there. All right. That's kind of caught up. So now, yep, our packaged turbo fuel we're going to want going in here. Okay. And so here's the thing, those empty canisters are going to come out of here, which I can't have. So this is going to take in turbo fuel and nitric acid. So, ooh, you know what? I might have to move this up. I forgot about that. That nitric acid's got to come through here. Yeah, I think that was the way I had planned on doing it. So I was planning on having this higher. I knew there was a reason for that. Oh, no, stop. I want more of that. Maybe I could... Okay, hold on. Let me stop that. I'm going to have to redo this, which means I'm going to lose a lot of these. So I want to kind of keep some back there. Yeah, this is the part. This is where, like sometimes I'm just like, I'm going to set it up ahead of time, so that way when something is wrong, I can just fix it quicker. So what we're going to do is, I want to get that a little higher. So I feel like, where's it got to go up higher? If I put it up here, that should be good. And then if I have it like here, let's see if that line will, if it's not like too steep. No, stop it. There. Okay. And then up to there. Yeah, that should be okay. Alright. So now we can bring this bad boy. I need that height locked in. Okay. Go. Now we should be able to bring you down to there. There we go. Okay. Alright. That should be high enough. Alright, so let's reconnect you. We'll get some more bottles going down there. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So now, we're going to have you. So you're going to be the turbo fuel, and you're going to be going into... Let's have you go into that one. Okay. And then... you're going to be... Does that make you black? Yeah, that makes you black. Red. That'll work. Alright, I won't worry about too much of the coloring, but just to kind of keep my mind at ease here. So now... Let's put in a wall hole like there. Let's see how that looks. Again, this is one of those things where I'll probably change some stuff around eventually. But okay, so this is where our nitric acid is going to go into here. So I got this one. This one's going to come all the way around. I'm going to have it kind of just go along the backside here for now. Or I could put up the wall just to kind of see what it's going to look like. Again, I'll just put in the kind of the bottom couple layers here, just so we can get an idea of where this is going to go. I'll make it look pretty later. Alright, so you, my friend, let's have you go straight. Yep. Let's have you come out to there. Alright. Yeah, that looks good. Then I'm going to have you hug this wall now. Hugging the wall, hugging the wall. Yeah. I'm just gonna noodle it around. What level do I want that at? Maybe I'm gonna bring it from this side just so I can kind of like see. Go. Alright, so to be kind of right along that. Nope. A little bit lower there. Let's have you go there. You should be able to wrap it around. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now we're cruising. Can I... So I could do that. Is that going to make a kink? I hate the... I'm always worried about, like, the kinks and stuff. Let's have you come straight up this way. I'm just going to... And I'll continue this wall and whatnot, but... Just to make sure we don't lose stuff. Okay, so we should be flowing. I'll change the color later. Looks like we're good there. She's starting to fill up there a little bit. All right. And nitric acid, we are good. Okay, so now here's where it's going to get tricky. How am I going to... So the thing is, with these, I have excess, right? So I think I can whip out the excess here, and we're going to have, like... This is eventually going to be, like, right there is kind of the plan. Which I could probably set that up now, but I'll probably just set up 2, and I'll just take the 1 out. So... yeah, let's get that going. And wall hole. Right. Hey, is that going to look okay? It's got to go above the wall, or above the pipe. So maybe, yeah, maybe that'll be okay. I don't know if that's is that gonna go? It might be, well, I guess it'll work there. Okay. Right. So this is gonna be like our excess. So with all this excess stuff, oh man, that's gonna be a tricky one, huh? Man, I don't know where I'm gonna put all these excess things. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Just because I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit. Do we have excess here too? Yeah, we do. I might raise the excess even higher. And then we'll have a merger over here. Well, we'll have mergers for them. Yeah, let me get this excess stuff set up, and then I think that's gonna be hard to watch because it's gonna be me mumbling for a while, and then we'll once I get the excess line set up, we'll bring everybody back. Then I think we'll be pretty close. So give me a minute to do that, and then I'll bring everybody back and show everybody. All right, folks, I had a bit of a kerfluffle. Is that the word for you? That so I had to add in another splitter. But we're gonna go over everything, and same stuff. What I did was, and let me get on here. So what I did was I did lower our kind of like our stuff that's getting sunk, because we need to be able to send our stuff, our fuel home. So I kind of put that a little higher, so that way everything fits over there. So let's go over what's going on here. So same. Quartz and time crystals, turbo fuel, fluid tanks, right? We got that stuff coming in. That stuff's coming in. Everything's pretty good to go there. Let's start with the right side. So turbo fuel, we're making the fuel. We're expelling the canisters. That turbo fuel is going to be rocket fuel. Rocket fuel's coming in here, right? And then we're expelling the compacted coal. That's all going to get sunk. Over here, that rocket fuel, like I said, is going in. And then we got our power shard stuff. So let's look over here, right? So this is our photonic matter. And then we have our time crystals and our quartz crystals coming in. Okay. And then we also have our dark matter crystals coming in. So basically all this is coming in, and our shards are going over there to where they need to be. And then we're going to have that dark matter residue. So that dark matter residue is coming into here. And I forgot all about the diamonds. So I did go back. I went back and set up, so the diamonds will be coming over here, and it was the exact same setup as the time crystals. So you're not missing anything. It was the exact same setup. So that's all I did was I brought the diamonds over here. These dark matter crystals then are going to come back, and they're going to hop over the diamonds, which are going into there. And they're going to come into here, so our dark matter crystals are coming in, so we're like using those up right away. This is why I had to add this in. So basically everything that we did have is going to the right output, and then I had to add in the diamonds to the left output and send those down there. So that's kind of the big change there. Now let's see, if I kind of want to start everything, and then I need to put this on overflow for just for a second to get stuff moving again, but I want to say we're plugged in. So I'm going to start it up and really hope that this works. And then I did set up a canister Or a, not a canister. I did set up like a Connex box back at home, so our fuel should be sent there. If we look over here, so this is our export. I did set it up so that the outpost import is going to be accepting this drone over here as well. All right, I guess here's the moment of truth. Did we, or did we not, do this correctly? We'll troubleshoot anything that kind of comes up. I'm hoping it's gonna be fine. Let's do you. Gimme, maybe no. Okay, there we go. We'll set you up, and then we're also gonna have to set you up. Let's just put you on there for now. And I need you running. All right. Now. Turbo fuel, empty canister. Oh, I put this one backwards. My bad. Unpackage. I was like, why are you not working already? We're already messed up. Nah. All right. So we are humming along. If I send overflow to the right as well, I might do that in case we get backed up here. We shouldn't, but down the line we might. So I'm going to add an overflow to there. The one thing that's going to slow us down is it is probably going to take a second for the diamonds to get here. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if our boy's coming back, so maybe we'll get some diamonds rolling in. All right, but we are making that. Okay. Uh-oh. I just thought about something. We need 2 dark matter crystals to, like, get this started. Oh. Well, how in the world do I do that? So I need the dark matter residue. Okay, we've got a we've got a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Everything else is looking good though. Yeah, I guess I didn't think of that. We were going to need 2 dark matter crystals in the very, very beginning to get this up and running. Let me see what the numbers are. So this is going to take 10 per minute. The problem is, am I going to be able to, how many am I making? I'm making enough. And the diamond should be coming in. Dark matter residue, 150. How much are we producing? 60. I'm wondering if I just go buy with some coupons, a couple of these crystals, if that will get us going up and running. Let's go look. Let's go do that. That's kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say cheating the system, but if I buy them, I wonder if that's going to be enough to make it just keep running on itself. You know what I mean? Let's go test that theory, shall we? Holy cow. Well, so you can't buy dark matter crystals. So I was like, well, what the heck do I do now? So I came to the conclusion finally, after minutes of talking to myself. So we need dark matter residue to get in here. So I went and got another converter, and I'm gonna hand feed this stuff to make dark matter residue. So if I put some of that in there, and then I give you a little bit of power, this might be what we need to kind of kickstart the whole process. And then I'm hoping I can do the math good enough that it feeds into itself. As long as we do that, I think we'll be good. Okay, so I like how the new stuff looks cool. I don't know if you saw the. But yeah, see there's some like there. This stuff looks cool. All right. Oh, it might be going. Yep, we're making dark matter crystals. There it goes. Here it comes. And it's going back into itself. Yes. Yes. Now the problem is going to be just like balancing everything so that it, like something doesn't overload. Because like if something back here overflows, that's fine, right? Because I have like a safety system. I guess I should add overflow here. That way, if we do get too many diamonds, yeah, that'll be fine. So everything kind of has a safety net. But if I think that'd be crazy though, right? If I got too many of those crystals, that would back it up. Like if this couldn't produce anymore, would that mess it up? Sure. All right. Well, I'm gonna let this go just for a little bit. I'm gonna keep it there just in case we don't produce enough. I'm kind of doing the math here, but okay. So we should be making rocket fuel now. And are we doing it? There it goes. All right. So we should have some going in here. Beautiful. Now, all we got to do is turn this... Oh, yep, there it is. Okay. Now we got to turn this bad boy on. Oh, we might have done it. I knew I had confidence, but I knew it was going to be a tough one. All right, so now you should be sending our fuel back home. This whole place... should I take this down right away? I'm going to leave that there. I will take it down, though, probably like between episodes as long as the math is mathing. How are we doing on this? Okay. Not overly thrilled, but we might need a little more juice, but I got a lot of batteries in the back of crap too, so. All right, let's go back. Let's see if we beat our drone. Where's the drone? Is he coming? I don't see him yet. Come on, drone. All right, so let's go run on over to the outpost. Outpost import. We'll wait for our buddy to come down. And then, you know what we're going to do is we are going to... Oh, God. We are going to test out the new fuel once we get it. Holy crap, I'm pumped. Yep, so that's our other drone. So that's kind of the only downside about like multiple drones working at like imports or whatever. But it I don't know. I feel it's gonna be fine instead of me just building another one. All right, come on, buddy. I need you to take off and get out of here. Hurry up! Hurry up! There's our new one. I gotta color code all these other drones yet too. Like the nitrogen stuff looks good. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, come on, buddy. I wanna finish up the episode with a little bit of a fuel test. I can't believe we might have done it. The battery's on me. Oh yeah, that's right. And let's throw some of those in there. Let's throw some of this in there too. I wonder how much of this crap I can hold. Show before I get any in there. All right. Come on, fuel. Come on, fuel. Come on, new fuel. Maybe. There it is. Yes. Just one? That's all you brought over? He only brought one before he took off, apparently. What a butthead. That's alright. That means more is coming. Alright, so... Well, I'll just grab that one. That'll be enough to do our test, but at least we know it's working. So we'll get a bunch over on the next one, which means I can switch to ionized fuel in the jetpack. Alright, so let's go do our test again and try to not die. We'll see kind of like... I'll try to cut it off like just before I don't really know where to do this. Oh, you know what we should do? Hold on. We haven't jumped on here in a while. Bing! Alright, so... Let's do... Oh, I should have brought one of those things where I can, like, fall into it. Because I don't ever use that down here anymore. This could be our test site. Let me grab that. What is this called? Landing pad. Yeah. Okay. I guess he'll need a little power up there, but we should be okay. I don't know how to make that thing. What is that under? I've not done that thing in a good old time. Transport? I guess that would kind of make sense, huh? Yeah, there it is. All right. Let's, this is going to be our test spot. So, where do I have a little power somewhere? Yeah, I do, right there. Beautiful. All right, test spot. Let me get a good spot for this here. Whatever. Good enough. I think you get the idea. And then let me grab that. Okay. Now we shouldn't die. And then we can see how high we get on this thing. All right, so here is... This is going to be turbo fuel. Let's see how high we get. Turbo fuel and the jump. And we got to that ladder. Okay. So we got up to the ladder right there. Now, let's see. How do I switch to fuel? I've had to do this in a long time. Nope. Oh, yeah, that's right. I think I hover over it. Preferred fuel. There we go. Packaged ionized fuel. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Oh, there goes the ladder. Okay, yes. 1,000 times better. Holy cow. Made it. Well, there's your test. Oh, no, I'm on friggin' like crappy biofuel. Why do I only have 6? Oh, that's right. I accidentally got rid of some. Let me grab some more of that. All right, we're gonna biofuel over there to get some more. How much time do I have? I got like a minute or two. We're just gonna play around with it for the last minute. Oh, look at this one. I can barely go up. All right, well, we did it. At times it wasn't pretty, but hopefully I did an okay job enough to, you know, kind of show what was going on. There we go. Oh, buddy. Got so much of it already. Oh, yeah. This is the good stuff. Yep, and then you kind of tap it and get a little bit of a speed boost going. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Well, that'll do it for today. Like I said, kind of the culmination of just a million things coming together. I'll kind of continue to monitor it. We got to kind of make sure we don't overflow somewhere and bust it up. But, yeah, we did it. So let me know any other tips and tricks for that kind of stuff. Otherwise, I think I have no idea what we're going to do next episode. Probably going to work on the spatial energy regulation. But I got a feeling that'll be a few days because a lot of the stuff takes so long to do. So bear with me in that. I might even throw a new series in the meantime to kind of fill some of the gaps in these days. So, but anyways, hopefully everybody enjoyed it. I think we got her done. So maybe learned a thing or two. Maybe not. But anyways, thanks for joining. Check out the link for the Discord in the description. A lot of fun stuff going on over there. Otherwise, with all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Go out there and be a good person. It's not that hard, and I will see you on the next one.